Kitchen Kings and Queens. Okay, so today we are going to do a very, very quick kitchen quickie. I, at the thrift stores, found this really cool thing called an Aeropress. And it was brand new. It wasn't even open. Tucked in there was the receipt. I got this for like $6.99. It was $40 from Bed Bath & Beyond. I'll have to take a look on the receipt and see when it was purchased. But the copyright on the box here is 2021. So I'm pretty sure you could still get this. And this is a made in America, and it is a press version of a coffee maker. Okay, so we're gonna finally use our freshly ground coffee that we made from our Oster Kitchen Center, and we're going to see if we can make this. Okay, so you have to push the plunger out of the chamber. Okay, so we did that. And then we have these filters. And I'm probably, if I like this, I'm going to probably order some extra filters, because these are a very specific type of filter, even though there's like 9,000 of them here. That's the thing that might not be able to be found. Okay, so I take one and I put it in this cap here. Okay, then, and this is cool, the stand is actually also holds the, so this is the stand, and it also, you know, like that, and it also holds the filter. So everything can be nice and neatly stacked by the, the coffee maker. Okay, so now we take this, we put the filter in, and we're going to lock that into place. Okay, and then we're going to stand this on a sturdy, so we'll use the stand there. Okay, and I would assume it tells you to take out the plunger. It doesn't tell you to do that, but if I pour the coffee in, it's going to go on the top here. So I'm going to use my brain, and we're going to take they also give you a measuring spoon, so you have the right amount, because it'll make like a puck. Okay, so we're going to pour that into the chamber and shake it to level. Okay, and then we're going to add the water up to, it says level 1. Okay, so I have some boiling water here, and I'm going to do it from the inside here. Okay, so there's up to level 1. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay. Okay, well that was my, wow. That was dumb on my part. Woo-wee, was that dumb. Okay, because I put it on top of that chamber, and that was supposed to be, oh my goodness, okay. Wow. That was really dumb. Okay. So, I'm definitely going to be buying more filters, because, woo, I don't know how much those are going to work. Okay, wow. Okay. Well, clearly I need this coffee, okay? Man, and I'm ruining my beautiful new towels. So I found these towels on Amazon. They're called flour sock towels. They're the best towels. They're so absorbent. I'm gonna have to bleach that one. Okay. Well, let's just leave that there. Okay, let's start over again because I really screwed the pooch on this one. Alright, so we're gonna take this and we're just gonna chuck it in there. We're gonna rinse everything out here. Okay, haha, just kidding. Take one, take two, whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna put this down here. Alright, so we're gonna start fresh, okay? We're gonna start with a filter. Okay, we're gonna put that in the bottom. We are gonna screw this on. We're gonna put it in the stand, and put in a cup of coffee. Okay. Now, now that we put in the cup of coffee, okay, man, these directions stink, okay? Part of it's me, but part of it's these directions. Okay, we're gonna get it. Now we're gonna put it over a cup, okay? Not over the stand that had the filters. That was really dumb of me. That's okay. I'll blame it on the directions, okay? So we shake to level. Okay, it's leveled. All right. We're gonna add water up to the 1 mark now over top of the table. We're gonna stir around for 10 seconds to brew. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to insert the plunger. And let's see. Insert the plunger and press gently, pausing when you feel resistance until the plunger reaches the ground. Okay, we've reached the ground. Okay. All right. Okay, that kind of worked. Now we're going to take this out, and it says just push out the puck. Okay, again, really should have done that in a over the sink, but I did it. Again, that's my bad. Okay, so we're going to take the filter, chuck that away. We're going to rinse this out. Okay, now to make a cup of coffee though, we have to add, I don't know what this funnel's for. I guess for the water. I guess you could use it to put the water in here. I don't know. I'm not sure what that funnel's for. But all you need to do is just top it off with some hot water to whatever your desired cup of coffee is. Okay? So there's our cup of coffee. Okay, that's about like a 2 cup, like a regular sized cup of coffee. It smells delicious. It looks really good. It's supposed to be a lot less bitter and all those bad coffee smells. So let's give it a try. Yeah, it is. It definitely is less bitter. It's very smooth. It's a very smooth cup of coffee. Now, I usually have mine with a little bit of sweetener and a little bit of, so I'm using a little bit of Splenda here, and a splash of cream. Okay, half and half. I'm gonna throw that in. Just a splash. And that'll give me a better indication of the way that I like my coffee. It's very interesting that I drink coffee like this because I drink espresso totally black and totally without literally anything. No sugar, no nothing, straight up espresso. Okay, so it's very weird that I like my coffee like this, but that's how I like my coffee. Oh yeah. Oh wow. That is a lot smoother than I could have ever imagined a cup of coffee would be. It's really nice. It's not a super strong cup of coffee, so if you want a super strong cup of coffee, I would say put two pucks of coffee in there. But basically, the way this works is you're basically making an Americano, because that, just one puck without diluting it, that's supposedly a shot of espresso, okay, like this, that I get from this machine, okay? But, and that's about that size. But the, you know what? Let's try it. Let's redeem this thing, okay? We're gonna give it another shot of coffee into this. I have about the amount that's needed left in here. Okay, so we'll pop that back on. Pour in our coffee here. This will allow me to clean this thing. Alright, shake it. Okay, it's a little less. Okay. Pour in our coffee or our hot water up until that line. Perfect. Okay. Put our, oh wait, I gotta stir it up a little bit for 10 seconds and then plunge it. Now it does like kind of give you resistance, so you gotta kind of keep pushing until you get to the coffee. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Now we're gonna take off the cap. We're not gonna repeat our same stupid thing that I did before. I'm just gonna pop that in there. Lovely. Okay, that's the way it's supposed to be done. Okay. Clean this off. Off the lid here. Give her a little stir here. Let's see if we got a little stronger. Oh yeah. Yes, that is a lot stronger. But again, not bitter. It's very, very smooth. This is maybe of all of these methods, this is very similar to like a drip method, or, well, this isn't. This is more like a French press type method for espresso. It's kind of like a forced espresso, like you would have in a mocha pot. But it is so smooth. I mean, the only other smoother coffee that I've had is percolator coffee, which I think is by far the best way to make coffee. But this is 1,000 times better than those drip machines. Those drip machines make the coffee so strong and like bitter. This is really smooth. And it's a strong cup of coffee. So I think the Aeropress is well worth its money. So it was like $40 according to the receipt. I only paid $7, so it was certainly worth it for me. But if you like coffee and you want like a quick cup of coffee, this is a really good thing to have. I don't know how much the filters are. We'll find out how much they are. That may be the X factor. They may be super expensive. That's often how these things work. But I think this is very good. And you can make several different brews. Because you're only making that shot in there, you can make drip coffee, which is what I made, American coffee. You can make espresso. That's when you just leave it. You can make a latte. And they give you the specifications to add for each of those. And this is really cool. This is maybe worth its price of admission, is the cold brew. Okay, so you could use that espresso and then top it with cold water, and then you have cold brew. So if you're in the summertime and you don't want to make a big thing of cold brew coffee, you can just make it in here. Okay, so this is really, I think if you like coffee and if you like variety of coffee, I think this thing is definitely worth looking into. Okay, but for me, for $7, heck yeah, this is worth it. Okay, I'm gonna finish my cup of coffee and I have to go back to my classes soon. I'm on my break. We're doing virtual schooling today, which is super fun. But I'm gonna go back. In fact, that's my alarm. So, bye, Kitchen Kings and Queens.